Hey, good morning, everyone. Michael Fanning, and this is Warm Up 280. And I've been listening to a book by Tony Robbins called Unshakable about your financial freedom. And there was a conversation around that book that somebody was asking me a question. It happened to be Robin Sharma. And they were asking about how people succeed. And one of the things through coaching that we do is that sometimes we'll see people that will talk about what they need to do to succeed, and then they just don't get there. And maybe this is something that's happened in your world. I know it's happened in my world, right? So for example, there's an app I have on my phone that's got a meal plan and an exercise plan, and I looked at it and I was like, wow, this is a great strategy. Like, look at this strategy. This strategy totally will work, and we see that it will work. And but then I don't implement it, right? I don't do it. And think about things in your life right now where you wanted to do something and you found the strategy, right, to help you get there, but then it just never happened. And this is what he was talking about. And there's three components to why we're successful. There's three components to the people who go out and have what's called a breakthrough. And if you know what a breakthrough is where you've tried and tried and tried, and all of a sudden you realize you're on board. And this is going to happen, and you see people do these things all the time, these breakthroughs, and it's amazing, right? I just was on the phone the other day with somebody who just in their business just had a breakthrough. But here's what Tony says: there's three components to achieving a breakthrough, and we go about it the wrong way. So here's what they are. They're called the three S's, and those S's are strategy, state, and story. So I'm going to tell you what order. So most of the time, what most of us do is we feel like we want to do something, so we seek a strategy. And there's thousands of strategies, right? So for example, today, if I wanted to get in physically in better shape, I can go online, I can read hundreds of books about it, I can watch hundreds of TED Talks about it, I can watch hundreds of videos about it. We're not short for strategies. There's tons of strategies. So I can grab that strategy, I can read that book, and then I don't do it, right? And then I don't do it. And why don't I do it? Because my story doesn't support me doing it. Because my story that I tell myself is a limiting belief. The story is, well, that strategy wants me to get up early. I don't get up early. I'm not an early person. Well, that strategy was really based in weightlifting. I just don't like weightlifting. It's not something that I've ever enjoyed. Well, that strategy requires me to run. You know, I've never been a good runner. I mean, I've got a knee that hurts, right? So I just don't run well. Never going to run that strategy because my story is not going to let me do it. And then the third S is the state that I'm in. So the state that I'm in is a state that's allowing me to listen to my limiting story. It's not questioning my limiting story. It's not pushing me to a place where I say, no, there's something beyond that story that I really, I want, I desire. So what am I going to do to make it happen? How am I going to push myself out of my comfort zone? And so what Tony says is basically this: if there's something in your life that you're not achieving, that you're not allowing yourself to go do, the strategy's not going to get you there. Here's what you have to do. First thing you have to do is you have to say, what's my state? What do I really want? You have to do a deep dive and really analyze, what is it that really means a lot to you? Why? Why do you want to get in better physical shape? Why do you want to move your business to the next level? Why do you want to have a better relationship, right? Figure that out first, because that is your state. And then what happens is your state starts to question your story if your story's not in line with where you want to go. And as soon as you can get that story to match your state, the strategy you find will work. But the problem is most of us do it in the reverse. We get a strategy, right? So for example, we do this in coaching all the time. Somebody says, I want to coach with you. Great, let's coach. So we start coaching them. Well, coaching is a strategy. We have a strategy. We apply the strategy, and they just don't do the strategy. They don't run it. Why? Because we didn't address their state first. Like, one of the first things I always do when I do coaching is, tell me about how you start your day and end your day. Tell me about you, because that's going to give me an insight into your state. And then I want to listen to what you say. What words to use? How do you explain your state, right? Is your state being explained with limiting beliefs or empowering beliefs? Because that's gonna really give us an understanding whether you're gonna run the strategy or not. So I want you to think about it. Here we are going into 2021. Think about this. What's your state? What's your story? And then apply your strategy. All right, everybody. Hopefully that helps. Hey, be awesome and help somebody. Make it a great day. Talk to you later.